Breaking stuff, it's an important part of life, and nobody understands this better than martial artists. In fact, this martial artist asked me to create a custom karate board that when it gets broken, reveals a colorful surprise. Now, I know you're wondering to yourself, Joel, what is your personal connection to the martial arts? Well, when I was a kid, my sister and I spent a couple years training in judo, and in my early teens, I began training in karate, along with all of my siblings. You see, as kids, we did everything together. We were homeschooled together. We did swim team together. We even toured cheese factories together. Just lovely. And though we began our karate journeys as giant dorks, we ended them as total badasses. And that is primarily thanks to this guy. Mike Welch is the kind of guy who even Darth Maul would think twice about messing with. And he was our primary instructor. I mean, damn! God damn! Anyways, he not only trained us kids, but even my parents got in on the fun, and my mom is actually currently training for her 3rd degree black belt. Come to think about it, being around all of these black belts must make my wife Kirsten feel a little left out when she's at family gatherings. Except she's a goddamn ninja-ass black belt too, baby! So, to summarize, Mr. and Mrs. Welch are having a kid, and they wanted to do a gender reveal. So he asked me to create a gender reveal karate board for him to break. The only question now was how to get brightly colored powder into the boards. Initially, I approached this problem as scientifically as possible. When science failed me, I resorted to more unconventional tactics. And finally, I had to summon my mighty CNC machine for help. Hey, do you think you could just cut some wood for me? Thank you. Conceited. I cut a groove in the middle of 2 boards and then a pocket to hold the powder. The board was supposed to break along the groove, but it didn't. I had also filled the boards with powder after they were closed up using a funnel, but that was messy and it would clearly spoil the surprise. Far from defeated, I cut a deeper groove into each board this time and only put the pocket on one side. I then filled the pocket before I glued the 2 boards together and placed the glue further from the center this time before sealing them together. With the help of my sister, I finally had my eureka moment. A second eureka moment was had by my sister a split second later, when she realized that hitting hard objects in freezing weather can be quite painful. Now that I had a working design, I whipped up a bunch of boards to be tested by Mr. Welch himself. You see, there's more than one way to break a board. And since he would be breaking this board in front of friends and family, we wanted to figure out which kind of a strike would create the most dramatic effect. I personally like to call this one the Braveheart. I did, however, regret switching from a face mask to sunglasses. Here's the break that you saw at the beginning of the video. While it keeps everyone clean, it's nothing too special. The last thing that we tried was an elbow strike. This was great because it directed the blast of powder away from my face. But, where's the fun in that? A few days later, we were at the baby shower and it was time for the big reveal, and everyone was pumped. Maybe I should let the man himself do the talking.
So if you guys don't know Joel's got an engineer brain. He's got a business and a YouTube channel. He creates all sorts of things. Joel creates on YouTube. There's a ton of cool stuff up there. He's the one who put this together.
He also has a Patreon in the links below. Now keep in mind, at this point, nobody knows the gender of the baby except me, and I am the only one who knows what color is about to come out of that board.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's gonna be a boy.
Mr. Welch inspires fierce loyalty among everyone he comes in contact with. If he is even half as good of a father as he is teacher, mentor, and friend, then that's gonna be one damn lucky kid. Here's to you, Mr. Welch. If you would like to know more about Mike Welch, the incredible martial arts empire he has been building for over a decade, and how you could even become a part of it, then check out their website and YouTube page, both linked below. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time.